Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Today I am 1 minute early for this Midnight Chess episode 4. We have it 4 days in a row. 4 days in a row. And what a wonderful day it is. So, a warm welcome to everyone here in the chat. Today we'll have one of our guests joining in. That is Killer Kusha will be here. Uh, Sappan is slightly busy today, but I'm sure he'll be watching this later on. So he'll be catching up on everything. Everyone is saying Samay Beof. Guys, the official track is out. Okay, official track is out. The link is in the description. Please go there and check it out. And I'm going to play it towards the end to promote that link because that is something that's very close to all our heart. But without any further delay, let me call Killer Kusha in the room. Is she here? Yes, she is. Hello, 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 Kusha. Hi.
Hi.
1 second. Let me get you on the. Oops. There you are. Welcome. And guys, this is such a great news. Kusha, thank you for coming today. Today I saw that you have played only one game. So you
Two
are
games I played. I think two to
two.
three games.
Two, three
Yeah.
games, yeah? How was today? Like yesterday was 14 games. That was a lot. So how was today?
Today was good. I think today played better games, I would say. And I think two people resigned. I think one I lost. So yeah,
So
good games.
you're slowly getting a little bit more hang of it, yeah? Slowly
I
and
think I'm
steady.
slightly getting obsessed with it because I spent the whole day watching the Queen's Gambit. मैंने आज
Oh,
काम
did you
किया.
really? Really? How did
Yeah.
you like it?
I loved it. I loved it, and especially it's completely from a woman's perspective. And I love the fact that her being a woman is like how she keeps saying also, na, ki, what does my being a woman got to do with this? So that bit is really nice. And plus, I could understand a lot of the terms they were using. In one of
Like
the
what?
dialogues, she says that, oh my God, they they were playing so carelessly. There were so many folks that could happen, and they were giving away their pieces so easily, and I could understand it. So it was awesome.
And did you like that scene when she would go to bed? Then this imaginary board would come up in front of her and then she could calculate everything.
Yeah, that was a bit freaky, to be really honest. That's like next level obsession. And I feel at some level, all grandmasters, and I think somewhere you also, Sagar, I thought about you.
Yeah.
And I thought that I think you're also slightly obsessed with chess.
Not slightly. Every
What?
in every possible way, I'm completely obsessed with it. In fact, today Biswa told me in our class earlier that he started getting dreams of chess. I said, "This is now the right. Now you're in the right direction. You know, you are getting dreams."
I was getting too excited. Like every time she lost a game, spoiler alert, every time she lost a game, I felt bad and I felt like I have lost a game. Not that I can ever play her level, but she's some next level in this series. It's amazing.
Yeah, I guess she had nothing. Yeah, like an orphan, and she had no nothing, and she clinged on to chess for her life, which is
Yeah, and yeah, for sure. And I think she had nothing to lose also in life. So like she held on to this like
yes.
the only thing that gave her any kind of validation and purpose in life. So that was really cool.
And I think Queen's Gambit, you recommend it, yeah? Like you like it.
I recommend
Okay,
100% guys watch Queen's Gambit.
guys,
Queen's Gambit.
if you want to see something, I think it's one of the most authentic series on chess. It's on Netflix, so please check it out.
Wow. You
It
are
is
saying
sorry.
I'm saying you are saying it, then it must
Yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah. It's very good because the advisors to this entire series are two people. One is Bruce Pandolfini, who is a famous coach in the US, and the second one is Gary Kasparov, who is
Of course,
former
I
world
know.
champion.
I know,
So
like,
in a way, they tried to make it as authentic as possible. So it's a very good one, and we have articles on every episode on Chessbase India trying to decode all the games as to how that happened and all of it. So if you go to chessbase.in, our website, you will find episode 1 breakdown, episode 2. So we have reached till episode 3 now. So there'll be till 7.
that is pretty cool. How prompt is chess base? This is so cool. मैंने 3 चीजें सीखी हैं इस वेब सीरीज से. एक, that Russians are the best players in the world.
Yes, absolutely. Even now.
Even like while dangerous chess where you are ready to like give up your pieces and sacrifice you like queen for queen sacrifices, I like to do a lot in my chess also. How that, while it might look very glamorous, the Russians always stick to like the
Solid chess,
very
yeah.
traditional way of playing chess. And the third thing I learned was all grandmasters, they are obsessive and they can only think in numbers and like squares and possibilities, which is, yeah.
Are you scared that you are moving towards that direction? अरे अभी सब I will start.
उसके लिए ना कैसा अगर आईक्यू उतना चाहिए, मेरा आईक्यू है ही नहीं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल
No,
देयर इज
no,
दिस
no, no.
सीन वेयर वन ऑफ द गाइस सेज, "Oh, I couldn't think that fast." And he's like a former Kentucky champion. So when he says I couldn't think that fast, I was like, oh man, I kind of like agree with him. I can't
I'm
think that
I'm
fast.
going to put this dialogue to test today that you cannot think. So what we are going to do today is we are going to learn 2 themes. Okay, one is pin, the other one is fork. Okay, 2 themes. It's called tactical themes. So we are going to learn these 2, and then you will play 2 games online. Okay, 2, we'll see as per the time, 1 or 2 games, and we will see if you are able to. So we will make sure, and I believe that you are going to crack it. So let's begin. And here is the first position, Kusha, and it's white to move. So now there is no, we have solved mate in 1. So every time a move was made, it was like checkmate. But now you have to find a good move in this position.
So it's not a, I don't necessarily have to mate.
You don't
Like,
have to checkmate, but you have to find a move which could be a very good move in the position. Like you may win a piece, you may win material, you may put your opponent in trouble.
I can move the rook to a8.
And what does that do?
The black can't move the c8 bishop because then it's a direct check to the king. So I can definitely take the piece, and the moment I take the piece, it's a check. And in that scenario, the king can't move to. Oh, it's checkmate.
So now think forward, because here if white could make 2 moves here and this, so you played this and take, it would be checkmate, but there is black's move, so he will move out somewhere, and then it won't be checkmate, because let's say you go here and then you take this and he comes out, so it will be checkmate after a few moves. But the point is that rook a8 is the correct move. It is a fantastic move. You found it within couple of seconds, and it's amazing. The thing is, there are three pieces in a row.
Yeah.
And what do we call this setup?
You'd spoken about it yesterday. I'm going to take notes now actually
Oh,
today.
really? Really?
Yes.
This is next level of investment into chess. Guys, please watch Queen's Gambit the entire day.
Yeah, one thing we don't do is we don't take notes in your sessions, and we should be taking notes, because the one thing they do the most is they read and they're constantly taking notes, which we don't do at all.
Ooh.
And that's what I realized.
Ooh.
In Queen's Gambit, they constantly write their moves and they analyze it later.
Yeah.
It's just pretty good. So what is the setup called? There's 3 in a row.
It's called a pin.
Okay, the pin, like that
PIN. Yes, PIN.
L. Okay.
No, PIN. Pin.
Pin. Okay.
Yeah. So pin, why is it called pin? Let's imagine that you think about a boxer, okay, or a wrestler. and two of them are wrestling, and one person hits the other person on the ground and pins him down. So what happens is there is one person who is attacking, the other person who is on the ground, and the third thing is the ground. So it's like three elements together. You can only pin someone if there is something that exists below him.
Yeah.
So here the bishop is pinned. It cannot move. This guy is the one who is pinning it. And this piece is the one against which it is pinned.
Also, in the case of a pin, sometimes your own it doesn't have to be the both ends don't have to be your own
No,
player. It can be other player also.
one piece is your own, two
Yeah.
are the others in
Two
this
others.
way.
Okay. Okay.
If I do a small change, and this is, if I put my own bishop here, then the pin becomes a disco, which is a discovered check. So this bishop moves out and gives a check. You remember we saw disco.
Disco is a
So
discovered check.
it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
discovered attack or a discovered check. So if two pieces are your own and the third one is of the opponent, it results in a discovered attack.
Yeah.
But if you put your opponent's piece here, it results in a pin. So this is a pin.
Yeah.
So you got this formation in your head?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to now test you with one more to make sure that your pinning quotient is the highest. This one is white to play. Look very carefully. Now it's a little bit more complex.
I can see that.
So what happens usually, Kusha, is that you will usually have two pieces in a row, okay, opponents. And you need to get your piece in a way that it pins it. So let's see if you can find this one.
Okay. It's definitely a knight.
Everyone in the chat is saying call Zorawar.
I asked him to come, but he's too sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see the move, but I'm just gonna quickly see all the squares, how that covers it.
Yeah. Try
So,
to make use of the pin concept.
yeah, I'm making use of the pin concept. If I move my queen from e2 to c4, then it's a direct attack to the rook on the f7. And in that scenario, yeah, oh no.
Guys, Kusha OP in the chat, really fantastic. So quickly she's made use of this. Look at this, perfect, three pieces in a row, pinning the rook against the king and the queen coming in here, and also the knight attacking it.
Knight is attacking, yeah. Knight attack I saw.
So I guess you would have, if let's say you didn't think it through, then you might have just taken it for a knight. And then you would have got 5 points for the rook, but he would have got 3 points back for the knight.
Yeah.
But when you play queen c4, now there is no way to defend this, so you will get 5 full points.
Yeah.
So pin is very powerful. And when you pin it against the king, it's called an absolute pin.
Yeah.
Because the piece can never move in any direction apart from this diagonal. Like the rook cannot go here, rook cannot move this way. It is pinned. So it's an absolute pin.
So what do you think, like if you were black, Sagar, what would you move here?
I would be in a big mess here, because I might start thinking how to defend this, and I want to defend it somehow. I want one of my knights to protect this rook, but no knight is able to protect. I want this bishop to somehow come here in between. It cannot come. I am actually at a loss what to do now.
Yeah, I don't know what the black and the game has just started.
Yes, I guess what black should do here is try to think of giving up a knight like this.
Yeah.
But
And that sort of saves him time to do a little move arounds there at the back.
yeah. But the point is, here I can take now the rook. So I got 5 points. You
king
took
takes the
back
rook.
3. And now,
Check again.
which one?
I'm saying it's a check again. No, even if I just want to take the knight, it's still a check.
You can take with the pawn.
Okay, yeah.
And you got a 3-piece free. So now A very important thing, Kusha, that you have to do every time that something happens is to count the material. And how do you count material in chess? Is this way: rook for a rook,
Count material.
bishop for a bishop, knight for a knight. So that way, what happens is he is left with one bishop for your one rook. And you can also mark the pawns: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 pawns. Black has 6 pawns. So you, in your mind, you realize you are one pawn up, plus you have a rook for a bishop for your opponent. So how many total points are you up?
This is too much
Sorry,
math.
sorry for turning it into your maths class. So
So 1 second. So what all have I lost? I
try
have
to
lost.
try to count the material from white, and what you do is you
So I have
match the
one pawn is
pieces.
gone. My
Yes.
one pawn is gone. So I have my. Let me first see what all I have of this person's. I have their one knight, 3 points. I have their one bishop, again 6 points. I have their.
Are you counting
Have-
whites?
no, I'm first counting blacks and I'm going to subtract my whites from there.
That is a very complicated way of doing. So that will take you
So,
like
okay.
10 minutes. Your
Okay,
time
then.
is over.
Okay. So it's bishop for bishop, cancel.
Yes, very good.
It's knight for knight, cancel.
Very good.
Uh, I have taken the rook, so I am.
No, take rook for rook here. Like, match it. So
I
then,
have matched it. No, so like, but his one rook is gone, right?
yeah, so then this is your additional guy here.
Yeah.
And
This
this
one
is
rook.
his additional guy here.
Yeah,
So it's like a rook for a bishop.
yeah.
So that is how many extra points?
4.
2. You have 5, yeah? Rook is 5, bishop is 3. So,
But I have this. No, he has an extra pawn.
yes, you have an extra pawn also. So that is
Right.
one extra. So you have 2 for a rook for a bishop, that is 2 points. And one extra pawn is 1 point. So you're totally 3 pawns up.
I'm 3 pawns up. Okay.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
points up. So basically you are 3 points up in this position. That's how you will realize that you are better, and 3 points is almost equal to one ghoda, one knight,
Yeah.
which is like a huge advantage. If you have like a one piece extra, that's a lot.
Also, I was thinking mostly that even if your points are up, Sagar, it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, you're either winning by checkmate or by time.
I know,
So
but
I
this
have.
will this will matter when you will keep improving. So right now, when you are playing, you will either lose by checkmate or by time. But very soon, by the end of next 20 days, you will start winning games on when like this position is winning. So in your mind, when you know you are winning, you will take decisions accordingly.
Yeah. Also, the lesser important players I take out, the easier it will be for me to checkmate also.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. By the way, Scaletail says, amazing dedication. Ma'am, tusi great ho. We all will root for you. Hashtag Kusha OP.
You all must rook for me. Sorry. Chess puns.
You,
Thank you.
yeah, I guess a lot of people are going to root for you. That is for sure. Let's see this one. Now a little bit tricky. Black to play this time. We have always been doing white to play, but why not black this time? So be very careful.
Another thing I realized watching the Queen's Gambit, and I always had this question, that does white always have an advantage because it plays first? And then I did a lot of reading on it and I realized yes. And I also found out that even if both teams, white and black, play their best moves, like there's something called, what was the term I'm forgetting, but if they do the most flawless playing, even then the white will win. And that's how even computers are taught the Queen's Gambit. Maybe मुझे पता लगा ये बात.
I think you're almost right, but there's a small catch that white's advantage is to that extent that if both sides play perfectly, the game will end in a draw.
Perfect play. Yeah.
Perfect play will end in a draw, not a win for white. That's why chess is interesting, because otherwise everyone would want to have white on their side. But you are absolutely right. that white player does have an edge because he moves first.
So आपको नहीं लगता इसमें टॉस होना चाहिए?
हाँ होगा. So in your match there will always be a toss.
Yeah,
In
okay. There
this
should be
there will
like
be
in
a
previous
toss.
Gambit they
Yes,
had this.
same way it will happen.
Okay, perfect. Now I have to see the black move, and I have to take the अपने. I have to take the king. Okay. Oh, it's utna dur. Okay. Okay.
So try to think of the setup here.
Okay.
I'm not going to
Mm,
give you any hints right now.
the queen is definitely the one, the protector, in the sense that the queen, I don't think the queen is to move. I think it's a no, but how will the knight can't possibly give a check.
Do you see? It's not a mate in one, yeah, Kusha. We are not doing
Oh,
mate
it's
in
not
one.
a, sorry, it's not a
Yes,
mated
it's not
one.
mate in one. We are doing right now pin, and you see, can you see three pieces in a line?
Yes, I already can see three pieces in a
So there is
line,
a
which is
pin. Do you see the pin?
there is a pin already,
Can
which is the
can you
G7
tell
queen.
me? Can you tell me in chess terms where is the pin?
G7, we have the first pin from the black side, which is the queen.
Huh?
Then we have the G2, we have the bishop. And then we have the king on G1.
Yes.
So they're definitely in one line. That pin is definitely there,
So
which
the way you
basically
say it is the queen pins the bishop against the king. So this way, the queen pins
queen
the
pin.
bishop against the king. Okay, that's how you put it. So now, if oh man, this is next level. This is next
I want to
level.
remember this
You
because
are you are the most dedicated student I've ever had.
no,
No
but the
one
point
has
is,
taken notes until now. No one.
but my point is that even if I lose the game, I will say all of these terms and then मैं दिल जीतूंगी. Okay, this is great. Um, हो उसकी क्वीन भी यहाँ पर आई हुई है वाइट की. हाँ, so this is quite a the game can be anyone's.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking. Since the queen has already pinned the bishop against the king, then it's definitely a knight move, which I'm not able to find.
Fantastic. Remember
Uh,
that a pinned piece must always be attacked. Because when the piece is pinned, its mobility is limited. Look, this bishop cannot move because it
yeah,
is pinned. And when the mobility is limited, so for example, let's imagine the wrestling scenario once again. Once you pin your opponent to the floor, what do you do next? You hit him. So the same thing, the bishop is right now pinned. So what do? You hit him
but
now.
should I move the knight
Yes.
to h4,
Okay.
and that way I can that way in next move white knows that I can take no, if I take the it to knight 4, yeah, you take the knight to h4, and that way I can obviously take the bishop, right? And I have threat from all three sides, but all three people can't take me. No, not the pawns, not the king, because my queen will take the king.
Awesome, awesome, brilliant. And you see, this bishop is now falling. It cannot be protected by this queen. This queen wants to come to the rescue of this bishop, but nowhere on the board can it come. So a pinned piece over here, which is the bishop, because it is pinned, must always be attacked and won.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is very important. Fantastic, great job.
Thank you. Thank you. By the way, I watch our streams and I realize that a lot of our moves are informed by your commentary because you give us a lot of hints that what are you going to do? Is some piece hanging? So thank you for that, because if that wasn't there,
Today
I
I'm
don't
not
think
going to do that today.
you
or
must.
or if I do that, I will make you mute your speakers. Or let's try one game with that, one without. Let's look at the fourth position here. This one is tricky because there is no pin easily available in sight. but you will have to go two moves. And here you will have to think like the girl from Queen's Gambit. Like these all arrows in your mind and head should come out. White to play, yeah, white to play.
Okay, white to play, right?
Yeah. So white to play, and you see right now it's a little bit complex. Your queen is out there, your pawn is looking at the pawn, your other pieces are still inside, they are not coming out.
I think my next move has to be a pin.
Or you need to first set up somehow. This is the trick. When it's a setup, you have solved already three positions where there was a setup and you got the third piece in, and then it was nice. Here you need to do an extra bit to set up those two pieces and then get your third piece in. Let's see. Slightly complex, slightly complex.
I am thinking queen. Okay, so I also have to save my queen.
Your queen is actually right now, yes, both are opposite each other.
Oh, actually, my queen is actually secure
It's
only
secure,
because
it's secure.
yeah. If I move my, I'm just thinking loud. Please, that's not my final answer.
Yep.
If I move my pawn, which is my b2 pawn to b4,
Okay, very interesting.
and if I take my queen, okay, no, that doesn't work.
Can we do, Kusha, the material count first? Our really difficult mathematical thing here. Who is ahead in material? Like all the
In
pieces, like match one piece of white against one piece of black. Material count.
black is ahead in material, no?
What is he ahead?
My bishop is not there.
Very good. You are very quick. You didn't do like rook for rook, knight
No,
for
no,
knight.
I
So
could see that.
so yeah. You don't have
After
one
that
bishop.
very embarrassing minus and addition and subtraction, when if my father sees the stream, he would like disown me. I am now, I know. मुझे अपने पापा का वो याद आ गया था जब मुझे सुबह 6 बजे उठा डिफरेंशिएशन पढ़ा रहे थे ना 12th में.
12th standard is etched in your memory.
It's edged. Okay, so bishop is gone.
Bishop is gone, but you have one extra pawn. You see, black has 7 pawns, white has 8.
I have an extra pawn.
So it is basically you are how many points down?
Again, you're asking me to do addition and subtraction.
Please, please be careful.
No, okay. So black has one pawn gone, right? So black is minus 4. And
No, black is
no,
1 pawn
sorry,
down.
black is minus only 1 pawn down, sorry, not 2. So it is just minus 1. And I have all the pawns in place, right? Yeah. So I am down by 3 points. No, 2 points.
Fantastic. Great. So
don't forget the bishop is not 4 points, it's 3 points.
Bishop is 3 and 1 point, you have one extra pawn. So you're just 2 points down. 2 points is a big thing. But now, let's see.
If I was thinking that if I move, if I take his pawn on e5,
Okay.
I'm just thinking if I take his pawn on e5,
Very good.
then the king can't take it.
Yes.
The queen takes it.
Yes.
And then if I take the queen, then takes it, queen takes it, then if he takes the queen, then he takes my queen. Then it's not really a checkmate.
Kusha, if you find this, I was just waiting, but you are close. So first move you take this is correct. Okay. So he
Okay.
takes with the queen. Now, what next?
Nor what I was thinking that I should do at this. What I
Just-
really
just
need
calm
at this
down.
point.
Yes.
Yeah, I need a threat that somewhere is in the it's wait, why did this go? Okay, one second. in the D4 block. I'm just thinking कि D4 को मैं कैसे control कर सकती हूँ, because wait, no, um if
Chat is saying this one is tough for Kusha. Yes, I agree. This one is not easy, but she can. And Kusha is
I
already,
can, I
you
can,
have
I
already
can.
found half of the answer. Now you see two of black pieces are in a row, and you need only one of your guys to come in and be like,
Yeah, and that's the night. Why didn't I know this? At this point, uh, if I so I'm not. Why am I not taking? Oh, sorry. I can just spin it. I have to just move my queen to f4. If I move my queen to f4, then the queen, even if the queen takes me, it's a direct check, right? So, do you think I should take my queen to
you
f4?
are right, the square is right, there is another piece, because what happens is if you get your queen to f4, it's a pin, I agree, but he can just take this, and at that point it's an equal exchange.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
So you,
I should just move my pawn.
no, think which piece will come there and pin. So how does a pin work when three pieces are in a line? So yes, queen f4 does make some sort of a pin, but
Should we do a pawn?
if
Like, should we do
if
a
you
pawn?
push a pawn here, the queen is not pinned because the queen can take the queen.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So which other piece can come
Oh
here?
God, it was right there. How could I not see
What is
it?
it?
Oh, it's the bishop.
Brilliant.
It was the bishop at C. This is not brilliant. This is I took a lot of time, but f4. The bishop at f4. It was right there.
But do you see how this is now a pin? The queen cannot move. It's pinned to the king and you lose it. It's gone. It cannot take here. It's a pin. So it has to take. And this is just 3 points. Yeah, this guy. And this is 9. So you get a total advantage of 6. Remember, you were 2 points down. But now you gained 6. So you have now 4 point edge. We don't need to
And then
worry.
I go on a killing spree, right?
Yeah, next move you can even, attack here.
Take the bishop.
You can
Then I
even
take everyone.
this guy here. By the way, just if you can write down this thing, because I find this very important. LPDO.
LPDO.
Yes, LPDO is loose pieces drop off. So what does loose piece mean is that any piece which is undefended will
Hmm.
drop off.
You said it yesterday, yeah.
Yesterday. And
How Sapan's rook was loose pieces drop off, and
exactly.
my rook later in the second half of the game was loose pieces drop off.
Right. So here this knight has no one. If suppose the black pawn was on b6 here, for example, let's say in this position, here there is this pawn on b6, then this knight is not LPDO because it's protected.
Yeah.
But when there is no one protecting it, then it is a loose piece, and loose pieces always drop off. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You set this up. Let's do a last one on the pin because you have until now got all of them. I don't want to. Oh, this is a little bit too tough, but let's see.
It's okay, let's try it. Let's try
Let's
it.
try.
I will think. Queen's Gambit also has this really funny thing where they ask the lead that why do you ever do the puzzles? And she says it's very irrelevant because they never happen on the real board. And I was like, yeah, maybe I sochti hu.
Now we'll do these puzzles and you will play, and you might be able to get some. But
Who to move?
white to
Who to
play.
move?
White to play.
Right to play.
Guys, doing
White to
puzzles is
play.
more about uh, building up your intuition of finding good moves. The same situation may not arise in your game, but
Yeah.
you learn the art of deduction. You learn the art of finding the right move.
Okay, so I have to first create a pin,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So I can create if I move my bishop to c5, it doesn't really do anything. The queen can take it. Yeah, it might not be a checkmate, but if I move my bishop to c5, then the queen has to take the bishop, and then I take the queen, and then it's a check to our king.
What's this new thing you are doing where you close your eyes and try? Are you trying to visualize blindfold?
No. I think of like all possible things. It's you. I'm sorry, but chess is a lot of
Yes,
calculation.
yes.
I was watching a stream where you guys announced that Surya is going to be training समय. So there Surya says कि वो किसी को when he makes somebody solve math problems while they're going for a run.
Hmm.
So and I was
Yeah, yeah.
like, oh
Once
God.
the chessboard is in your head, you don't need a chessboard. You can do it blindfolded.
No, itna I can't
You know,
do.
not now. It'll happen. But you are absolutely right about this move. It's a
Yeah.
pin. Look at this. The piece is pinning the queen against the king. And
Yeah.
yes, as you rightly pointed out, it's not a checkmate, but you win the queen. Now, black is like, Arey, yaar, queen mar gaya. But black says, wait, I have a counter pin.
He has a counter
Yes.
pin.
So now black to play the same position. So you see, black, if he does nothing, he will lose the queen immediately.
Yeah.
But he can do something by which he can save his queen. Let's see if you can spot it.
Um. Yeah. He has. Um. If he moves, yeah, he has a pin. If he moves his bishop
Two.
uh, to b5, then he pins my bishop against my king.
Fantastic. Beautiful. Bishop b6, and look at this. So now it's a very funny situation where this guy is pinning this guy to this king on this diagonal, while this bishop is pinning the bishop to the king. So nothing can move. So
What is this? It's a
it's called
stalemate.
a cross pin. It's like I pin him, he pins me. The piece of mine which is pinning you is now pinned. So now white says, in order to break all these pins, I have one final stroke.
I have to find
You
that
have to
stroke,
find
right?
this stroke now. White to play. Very
Um,
careful. Very, because if you make any careless move, you will just lose your bishop. Because his bishop will take your bishop, or his queen will take your bishop. So you have to be very alert.
I'm trying to save pieces. I'm not ready to give up pieces at this point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So can't I just give a check to the king?
From.
Just I'll bring it to f4.
But
Uh,
would his queen take your queen then?
oh yes,
No, no,
sorry,
no, no.
sorry, sorry.
Think carefully. Don't say sorry, because I may be tricking you here. Queen to f4. Can his queen take your queen?
No, but then it's a check to the king.
Yes. So the queen
Yeah,
is pinned, and now you give this check where
yeah,
the pinned queen cannot move. So the king
yeah.
has to move, and the
He
moment
has
the
to.
king moves, you take the queen and you win the game.
Mm,
This was very tricky, but you were
yeah,
able to were you able to grasp it? Pin,
yeah, yeah.
then
I
a
was able to
cross
grasp.
pin, and then you attack the pinned piece. You see here, if you remember, when a piece is pinned, you must attack it. So here after bishop b6, you see queen d5. If you play to attack this, he will just take the bishop,
Yeah.
but you go in with a check, so he has no time to take the bishop, and then you win the queen.
Sagar, can you teach me like when I take the queen, how do I give him a
Okay,
checkmate?
let's do it. You play black. Okay.
Black is losing.
But what will you?
Please, no, you teach me how do I do a checkmate. I will obviously take the
So you will move the king
uh,
here, let's say.
yeah,
I will take the queen.
and queen. Now, how will you checkmate the black?
Now he will take my bishop. Let's say
Yeah,
I take this.
I will take the
Okay,
bishop.
now you
Yeah.
have an extra queen. Let's say he moves here. Okay, now the
Okay.
easiest way is to take his pawn and queen one more pawn of yours. Okay, so what I will do is I'll go here. Let's say he moves his king again. I will take this pawn. Okay, he moves his king. Now I will move my queen away and I will start pushing my pawn.
Okay, fair. Yeah,
Okay, so now
I will promote it.
I'll promote it to another queen. So now when you have two queens on the board, they both have to work and try to checkmate black. Now I'm going to give you the task of checkmating. Okay, so now
That checkmate I can't do. It's the one thing I just suck at
let's try.
completely.
Let's try. It's not like something where it's a test or anything. Let's try it together. Let's learn it together. Let's play king f7. Your move now. What you need to do is box the king in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, he's on a white square. So then, I if I bring my a8 queen to uh, not every move I have to check him. Actually, I have to
Absolutely.
box him.
Very good. The
Yeah.
key concept is to box him. If you give a check, he keeps running. But you box him in. Take away his squares.
So let's move. Uh, let's move the queen to b4. The b6 queen to b4.
Okay. Let's go.
I'm just trying something.
Let's say I
Where
put
will
my king here now.
you put your king here? Okay.
Make the box
Uh,
smaller. Make the box smaller.
Smaller. Okay, that's a great. This is what you have to make the box smaller. This is what I do wrong. You can't do checkmates with like long.
You
Uh,
need to get closer. You need to get closer to the king, but only close enough that there is no stalemate. You know, stalemate is when there is no check and the king cannot move. Then it means it's a draw. Do you
okay.
know? Have you seen stalemate ever?
No, I haven't seen a
I will show
stalemate.
you one very interesting stream at the end where you will.
Okay, then let's quickly move. Move the queen, the a8 queen to e8.
Very good. So now you are closing in. Let's say I go here.
You go here, right? So then I move the b4 queen to e4.
Okay, very good. Now I play my pawn here.
Yeah, you play a pawn here. Very good. That's great. Uh, I need to take this pawn away actually. Uh, how do I take this pawn away? Okay, let's give him another check so that his pawn has to. Oh, see, I can't checkmate.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
the
You're
one
there.
thing.
You're there. You're there. Don't give up. It's like that. Have you seen that picture where a man is like hitting the wall and he's like, I want to give up, but it's like the gold is just behind the wall. He just needed that one final stroke. So you are there.
Okay, let's move the e8 queen to f8.
Okay. But why are you going here?
I'm just going here so that uh, I will make some kind of situation where the cannot king might think it can move but it can't.
Yes, you are right. You want to take away all the squares of the king. Very good.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not a bad thing, but be careful of stalemate, yeah? Because when there is no check, okay, when you move your queen here, there's no check now. And the king has no squares to move. You see? But you are lucky enough that he has a pawn move. So, it's still not stalemate. Remember, if there was no pawn, the game would have ended in a draw.
But I've got to make him move his pawns
No,
actually.
now let's just go back one move. Okay, Kusha, here you were. Find a checkmate in one move.
Find a checkmate in
In
one
one
move.
move.
Okay, then it's the then that's what you're talking. Checkmate in one move, no? Yeah, there is. Is there? Wait, if I move my e, mm, okay, two moves. One move you can see it in one. Of course, you can see it in one move. Then why am I asking this dumb
There are two
question?
ways to do it, not just one. Find the two ways, and after this, I'm going to teach you a checkmate, which the chat has been telling me. It's called the rolling checkmate. Rolling checkmate. So I'm going to show you that, and then all of this will be very clear. Right now, guys, Kusha doesn't know about checkmate, and she's managed to box the king on the side, which is already a huge achievement. So now she has to just give the final blow.
Um, See, definitely e4 is my kind of protector queen, and I have to
Kusha
move
loves
my
the word
e8.
protector.
I have to move my e8 queen in a manner where the king has no squares to go to.
But if you see, the e8 queen is like a watchman. It is covering two very important squares of the king. So let it be here. Use this guy, this girl, or this queen to give a checkmate.
Yeah, then move it to e7.
You are absolutely right. Look at this. The queen,
Only because yeah, this is a great move.
this is
Yeah,
over, and these two guys are
traitors.
absolutely fantastic because they stop the king from coming out. And this is a checkmate.
This is yeah.
This is,
I didn't think it
and
like that.
there's one more checkmate here, which is queen takes g6. Look at this. Queen is protected by the
I was
queen.
thinking of this one. Yeah,
King has no moves to go.
no moves to go to. Yeah,
So now,
yeah. I was thinking of this one.
very good. Now I'm going to show you what is a rolling checkmate. Okay. So let's say if you have two queens, okay, and opponent has one king here, like this, okay. This is, if this is the position you come in the game, how do you checkmate your opponent? It's a rolling, what a rolling thing is. If imagine those hills from where we just roll. It's like you keep rolling, rolling, rolling. The same way the two queens keep rolling in a way that the king is pushed back, 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 back. Checkmate.
Basically, you keep giving him a checkmate,
How?
right?
How?
And then he has to keep
Let's see.
moving.
Can you do it? So you need to keep on covering one rank after the other.
Oh, yeah, let's just start from giving him a check let's move the c2 queen to c3. Let's give him a check.
Okay, queen goes to c3. I go up.
Then you bring your b1 queen to d1.
Use this is a good move, but use it like covering one rank over the other. So like this queen now covers this rank.
Okay, okay.
So
Okay.
so you go
Okay,
step
okay.
by
Fair,
step.
fair.
It's also
Sorry,
called
yeah,
the
I have to.
step mate or the rolling
Yeah.
mate.
Okay, b7. Let's move the b1 to
But
b7.
b7 is like, then you are going like, oh, बहुत बड़ा jump हो जाएगा.
Really ऊपर. Okay, then let's move it to b4.
Fantastic. So now you see this queen controls this. This queen controls here. I go up. What do you do next? Same
Mm,
thing. What, step by
Same
step.
thing. C5, then
Fantastic.
C5, then
Very good.
B6.
He has to go back.
This is too much fun. This is so sad. This is honestly sad to watch. I think they should just resign at this
Exactly. Now
point.
you understand why top players resign, because this is why they get checkmate. They know this is going coming up. So check, king here, and checkmate.
Yeah.
So this is called the rolling mate. When you have two pieces, you can, or you say the step by step mate.
Step by
Yeah.
step mate. Yeah. Actually, if you just remember the names, you will know how to use them on the
Yeah.
chessboard.
And can you do the same thing with two rooks now? It's a little trickier, but the same concept. Same concept. Rooks are a little less powerful than the queen. But let's do it.
But this
Yes,
still work in
yes.
the
But I
line,
will I
right?
will bring a small hurdle in your way. Let's see how I do that. Let's go. The same way.
So let's first move it to c3, the c2.
Ideally, I would love when this rook is controlling this, then you get the other guy so that it's step by step.
Okay, then
Very good.
b3. Let's move
B3.
the
Okay, I come here.
Okay, and then yeah, then it's a step. So if you move it to actually, why don't you move the b3 to b4? Let's just see how that
Kusha is
works.
like, I don't like all this same steps thing. I want to try something different. But now you see, you gave me this square here.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why
yeah.
this is
Fair, fair.
cutting off here. So let's keep that cut off. Very
C4,
good.
C4. Let's move to
I go
C4.
here.
Then let's move it to B5. Oh, the king is coming
Yes.
closer to
It
me.
couldn't do with the queens. Yeah, because the queens are very powerful. But now you are a little bit in trouble because I have stopped your next step check.
You have. So now I have to checkmate him right here. Um, yeah, I will move my rook to. Should I move my c4 rook to d4?
Don't give a check, the box. So you need to go far away from the king. Let's go as far as we can and keep our step thing going, the rolling thing.
Okay, keep a step thing going.
Keep
But I have to
far
go
away.
far.
Let's go far away because we are near. It's not allowing us. So let's go far away.
Okay, okay,
People
fine.
in the
So I'll move
chat,
my b5. Yeah, I'll move my b5. I'll move my to b4 to b5.
you will move your b. There's nothing on b4.
Sorry, like b5 to a5.
Okay, but it's still a little bit closer. Let's swing over. Let's change it to the other side. Let's switch over to the other side.
So I will basically move it to
Fantastic.
h5.
And now I go, let's say here.
Okay. And then okay, great. So I can move it to
Very good.
c6. The
Very good.
c4
So you
one.
see, this guy controls here, this guy controls here. Now I attack your rook.
Okay. You have attacked
Yes.
it. So I will move it to a6.
Very good. Okay, I go here.
Yeah. If okay, now the king can box me in if I move it to a7 because he'll come here and then I move it to a8. So let me just take it to h6, the a6 rook.
H6 here. Why do you want to go here?
Because I'm guessing the king will box. No, but I can protect it from there. Okay, let's take it to a7. The a6
If you
one
go
to
to
a7.
A7, then the king comes up. You see this guy is cutting off the 6th rank. So now let it be there. You go with
Okay, so H. Okay, you're going to H6. So basically, you control that entire line.
this guy is already controlling. So let's give a check with this.
Okay, yeah.
So
Okay, this is
check.
complicated.
It's the same thing. Kusha, the thing is, last time you were doing it from one side. Now both the rooks are doing from. It's like left hand jab, right hand jab. I go here.
You go
So
here.
the rook is controlling this entire rank. So now you don't want to move that rook because it's doing a fantastic job cutting the king off. What you want to do is use the other rook to deliver a checkmate.
Um, yeah, just move it to A7, no?
Okay, you go to a7.
Oh no, but then it can move. So it can't come anywhere to this line. It can only move A8 and
Not
C8.
a8. A8 is there is rook. So
Oh,
it has to
sorry.
go to
It can only
c8.
move
And
C8. Yeah.
now,
Um, yeah, now you move
any
any.
anyone will do. And
Any.
this is
Any
you
will do.
have done it.
King.
You have given a check. This rook gives a check, and this rook cuts the king off. Well done.
Yeah.
So this is how you do step by step checkmate. It is. It is
Complicated.
slightly. It is slightly. Would you want to try this one more time, or would you like to do it later?
I think I'll do it later. I'll try this. I'll try this in a
Okay.
game, but I'll never
Okay.
reach this
You will.
itna
You
dur.
will. You will in the comedians on board in your against your first round opponent.
Who is Kanis being trained
Kanis
by?
is being trained by Soumya. They had their first session yesterday.
Oh,
Yesterday, yes. Today, I think today was the second session, but Kanis wasn't there. But I think she was also taking notes. She's also very dedicated. So
she's super dedicated. She's really smart. Kanis is very intuitive in chess. I have seen.
it will be an interesting match. But let's we'll make it uh
Yeah, we'll make
we'll
it
make it
fun.
fun.
We'll make it worth your time, guys.
Okay. Before we go and end this, just one glimpse into what we will learn tomorrow or the next session. White to play.
Is it a
No.
checkmate?
It is something that you learnt in Queen's Gambit.
Did I? Is it a
Yes.
fork?
Yes.
It's
a
a
fork.
fork. Yesterday in my game, I
Yes,
forked.
you have.
Yeah. Everybody, I was seeing. And it's so funny because in the stream, people are saying, fork, 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 fork. Come on, Kusha, fork. And then I fork.
You when you're playing, people are there watching you, yeah? During the game?
Yeah, man, it's
Amazing.
insane.
Amazing.
I'm guessing.
Fantastic.
Okay, so it's yeah, it's a fork. Yeah, knight. But we're not interested in the king here, right? So we just want to take the queen, or we want to take no. But if I move the knight to c4, I pose a threat to the queen and the pawn, right? And what will he do in this scenario? He's going to move the queen, and he'll be like, I will take your. Actually, no, it's not making sense. Like,
Very good.
he's gonna take my
Yeah,
piece.
his queen is not like, say, he's not your friend that he will give you the queen. Ki, ha, you attacked it, I'll give you. So you need to take it away from him. You need to force him.
I need to force him, but I don't really have anything on the board. Is it fork in one move or two moves? It's in one move. Um, Sometimes the simplest of moves you can't see, no?
No, you can. If you just look at all the squares.
Oh, sorry. Of course. It's why am I going for the pawn when there are bigger things on the board? I will just move my knight to
Brilliant.
f5, and then I pose a threat to the queen and the king.
I like
It's
how
more
your
fun.
tone changes when you get the answer. Until you get the answer, you're like, this I don't understand what. And you're like, oh, now I get it. And yes, knight f5 forks the king and the queen. And it's called a knight fork. And one of the most important prerequisites for a knight fork is that both the pieces which it forks have to be on the same color complex, like dark square.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it cannot.
Yeah.
For example, if I give you a position here where the king is here on g6, you can forget about forks, because
Yeah.
then the knight cannot attack two pieces on different color squares. Like g6 is a light square, this is a dark square. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. I did a night fork
Yes,
only
yes, you did. In
yesterday.
fact, I have one of your games where you played a very nice. I saw three of your games. They were very interesting. In
Oh,
one of them, there was a pin. In one of them, there was a fork.
oh
Yeah,
wow. I'm winning
yeah.
without
You
knowing
you
what a
don't know,
pin
but
is.
you make those moves because intuitively they are the best ones. So, Kusha, would you like to play a game against an opponent today on stream?
Who's any
Yes.
opponent? Okay,
You
let's
can
do
you can
it.
log into your normal ID on chess.com and you can play a game.
How will you guys
I will
see
follow
it?
you.
Um,
Everyone's saying
one second.
stalemate video. Okay, okay. We will. I will just prepare that stalemate video for Kusha to see.
I actually play chess base on my phone and I just log in from Google. Okay, it's giving me a Google login. Yeah, done. New game. How should I do anything? Should I just play here?
Yeah. Wait a second.
Oh my god, so many I have so many challenges suddenly.
Take any one of them.
So many people have invited me.
A lot of people want to beat you.
But
Let's
I'm
see.
just gonna take a random one. 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Let's play it. Should I start? I've hit play.
Sure.
Should I? Okay, great. I'm starting then.
Yeah. I am able to. Your opponent is Elena Liva, right?
Yeah, and they are better rated than I am.
1 second. Let me get. Yep. This is the board.
Mine feels tired today.
Yeah, yeah, it's of course you are tired, but just make normal. Oh, you are going for that mate, yeah? Sure.
I'm just playing. I like these moves. These moves, like, I enjoy them. So I'm making them.
Nice, nice. Developing a piece towards the center, and look at this. Do you think h5 is a good move by her? I'm assuming she's a girl, Alina.
I don't know why they've made that move. It's not making much sense to me. But I'm just gonna quickly castle.
Very good.
Okay, let's open it up for. Oh, no, I'm not gonna play that.
Very nice, very nice. You see how all of your moves have been directed towards the center all the time. Okay, first we are going to make use of what we learned today. Let's see.
We're gonna make use of what we learned today.
Yes.
I mean, my pawn is pinning.
No, you just play. You just play. Just play. Don't think too much. We will discuss it after it's over.
Okay, let's just take what we can. It's okay.
Why can't she take the pawn back with the pawn now?
Because I will take it. I will take it with my bishop.
No,
Oh, the pawn back. Oh, okay.
he took the knight. Okay. Everyone saying Sagar is confusing her. Okay, I won't say. I won't say anything. Until now, Kusha has played amazingly well. Let's see if she
I'm
can
going to develop
continue.
more pieces. What to do? What to do? What to do? Let's first. Is there any free piece available for me?
Very good question.
Not really. I'm not seeing anything without having to sacrifice my own. Uh, I'm just gonna save what I can right now. Oof, what did I do? This stupid move, Kusha.
You gave it back. You had won the knight, but you gave it back.
I know. I just
But
stupid
it's
move.
okay.
I didn't see it.
It's okay. Before making a move, just like how you asked that is anything hanging for her, you also need to ask, am I going to hang something after making that move?
Uh,
Okay, now let's not make any silly like just giving up a piece just like.
yeah. Okay. What should I do at this stage? I'm not able to think.
Did you do that?
I am thinking that if I'm,
This move. I can
I'm
say
trying to.
I can say only that it can either be made by a grandmaster or by a complete beginner because it was a really nice move.
I was thinking that they will fall for it, but they clearly didn't. Um, I don't want to give up my pieces, right? Ah, I'm stuck. Let's open my pieces. Should I exchange? No, I shouldn't. Why should I do that? Oh,
Nice.
I lose on time for sure.
No, let's go. Let's go. You have 5 minutes, Kusha. Let's speed up. Let's speed up. Let's speed up. And yeah, Shravan Kumar Murugu. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Should I take the pawn? Should I take the pawn? Then it takes my pawn. Oh, yeah, that's not a good move. Come on, fall for it. Yes, good, 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 good.
Entire chat is giving comment. I don't have to do anything. Let's go.
This stage kind of um I'm trying to play faster.
Yeah, play
We
faster.
have too much
Don't
time
don't
on the
lose
clock.
on time. Don't lose on time. That's the most important thing. Okay, even if you lose the game, I'm okay, but don't lose on time.
Boxed them. My thing is boxed, man.
Will Kusha apply what she's learned today? Will she do it? Let's see.
I don't think that's
No,
going to
no,
happen.
no. Think very carefully. Think. What did we learn today?
No, the queen is pinned. Okay, yes. If it takes it, I can take it.
Guys, she has learned the pin.
At least, see,
She
even if
has
I don't win this,
she
we
has
applaud.
learned the pin. She's applied what she learned today. This class is already successful. She's done it.
I think not moving the queen from there has been a great value to this game. Please spend some time on this. Okay, I should take the queen for sure, right?
Keep your time in, keep a watch on your time. You can't lose on time. That's the most important thing.
Fine, I'll take the queen. Okay. Fuck. My heartbeat is, oh.
2 minutes. Kusha, concentrate. You can do it. Come on, move it. Let's go. You have 45 seconds.
What did I do? Fuck. My hand has stopped working.
It's okay.
What am I doing? This game has been sorry guys. Sorry for everybody who's watching.
No. Don't be sorry. Please. Try to focus. Try to focus. You still have 6 seconds. Don't give up till the end. Make your moves.
No, I
Go. See.
What should I do? What should I do? Oh, damn.
As I said, the game was already successful because you implemented what you learned. So there is nothing to be sad about.
Oh
There is nothing
man.
to be sad about. You played very, very interestingly, and we'll quickly check it out so that you know where you could have improved.
There were 2 missed wins. Wow.
Yes.
At one point, I really had them, but I couldn't do a checkmate.
But you did a pin. You did a pin on the
I
queen.
did a pin.
So you went e4. Very good move, controlling the center. Again, bishop moves out. Good. You developed your knight and you castled. This is already fantastic. You played a great opening. Okay, because you developed your pieces, you controlled the center, and you made minimal pawn moves, and you also castled your king. What else do you want? So d6. Now you moved your queen. Fine. And then you went d4. Here again, very good move, controlling the center. d5. And now e takes d5. And do you see, Kusha, there is a pin here.
Oh yes, there is a pin
So
here.
that's why he couldn't take back. It's a pinned piece here. So here, pin.
I saw that. I didn't mean it to be, but it just happened.
Yes, but it's like you put your pieces on the right square and it happens. See, when you played your queen to e2, you actually put it against the king. But instead
Already,
of
yeah.
3 pieces in a row, there are 4. You see?
Yeah.
But when he played the move d5, it cleared one of the pieces and then it became a pin. So now takes, you took back, now you're a piece up, 3 points up. He played e5, and now you gave up your knight, which was not the best thing to do. Yeah, you could have just moved it away.
Yeah, I didn't see the long.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, you remember this pawn is not going to take your knight. Why?
This pawn is not going to take my knight.
No. Why? Please tell it.
Please tell it. Of course.
Say
because of my own advantage.
No, say it.
Because it's pinned.
Yes, very good.
It's pinned
Very
against
good.
the
Very
king.
good.
So I shouldn't have actually moved
No
my
need
bishop.
to move your knight for now because it's the
Knight,
pin.
sorry.
It's pinned. Very good. I wanted you to say it's pinned. Very good. So knight f5, bishop takes, knight c3 develops, g6. Bishop g5 was an unbelievable move. I know that this move is like putting a bishop against the pawn. But you know, if he takes it, then you go here with a check and you pick up this rook.
Yes, that's exactly what I...
Did you think
I
about
had,
this?
I did think about
Man.
this. I thought about another thing. I played out two, three possibilities. Can we go back to the bishop being there?
Yeah.
I also thought I also thought that by whatever means, uh if it what was I thinking? If it takes the I if it takes it here. I don't know. First I thought that they're really lame and they will take it.
No, but
Something
already make
there were a bunch of scenarios playing out. Definitely this queen was in my mind. So yeah,
tremendous.
pretty much
He
that.
played this, and then you came back with your bishop, which is the right move. Queen d7, and here now look, Kusha, this is a position where you have built up everything, okay? And now the next move is to connect your rooks and bring them on open files. So instead of pushing a pawn, bring your rook in.
Okay.
What should you play?
To bring my rook in,
Yes, into the center.
I'll I'll first play my a1 rook to d1.
Fantastic. This would be such a nice move because in chess, every piece should be brought into the game. It's like if you are in a
Yeah.
war, why do you want one of your army soldiers to be standing out? You know? So, this is such a nice move, bringing it right to the center. But your move b4, it's sometimes it's just a move that you make. There's no thought behind it. you
Doesn't have a
just you just
purpose.
make it. So at this point, the better thing to do is bring all your pieces into the game. So this rook is out. This rook you can bring here, and you can play on like that. Okay. So pawn to b4, played a very very bad move by your opponent, b6, and now I want you did this few moves later, but here you could have done it instantly, the pin.
The pin?
Yes.
Yeah. I could have just moved my bishop to
Yes,
b5.
absolutely. And look at this. 1, 2, and 3. And it's a pin. He can block it. What do you do now?
When he blocks it,
Yes. Careful. Would you take it with the pawn or would you take it with the bishop?
I will take it with the pawn, because if I take it with the pawn, then it can't take my pawn, right?
If you take it with the pawn, it blocks your bishop. You want to pin it. You want to keep the pin intact.
I just want to keep. Then I just move the bishop again.
Then
I take. Yeah, I take it with the
you
bishop.
take it with the bishop, and you see the pin is still there, and the bishop is protected by the pawn, and you win the queen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was missed by
This
me.
was missed, but he gave you a chance. You took here. He took with the rook, and now very interesting thing happened. Yeah, you can take the rook because it's a free rook here. You can pick it up. He's giving it for free.
But I did a
But
fork.
you were like, I want the pin here. So you played this, and then when he played this, you could have taken this, keeping the pin,
Yeah,
but you took the rook, which is also fine. And now
yeah.
what should you do? Now you have taken a rook. He's taken the pawn. What should you do here?
I should continue the
Yes,
pin.
bishop b5 back.
Oh man, this person was playing as bad as me actually. They literally just won on time.
He was playing very bad. You were playing very well until now. Pawn, bishop takes pawn, pawn to d4, and now here there was a pin, but you played knight a4, bishop d6, rook b1, and now you pinned it. Very good. And then he went here, you took the queen. Now, Kusha, here you need to checkmate the king. Okay, now we're going to teach you how to checkmate. So you see,
Yeah, because I had good pieces here.
yes, you see the bishop controls one square of the king. The king can run here, king can run here, and the king can run here. How do you control maximum squares? You can't control every square. But can you control this plus this?
This plus this. With the knight, I'm guessing.
Yes, but your knight. only way the knight can control these two squares is by going here. But here the bishop is already there, so you can't do that.
Mm, mm, mm. I'm guessing it's got something to do with the
Yes,
queen, I'm
yes, yes.
guessing.
Check with the queen,
But
but check it in a way that it controls both those squares.
how will it control d7? I'm thinking.
It doesn't go like right there and controls, but it controls the diagonal.
Uh, I don't see it. And my mind
I
is, I
know,
think,
you're very, very
overwhelmed at this
tired.
point.
I can see it. You are already blinking your eyes, and it can also be quite possible you may sleep on stream.
No, 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 no,
No, it's
no.
I.
I'm very alert
I'm
that way.
very
Uh,
like you are. This dedication is amazing. The check here. You see, the king can't go back, and the king can't come here with this check.
but you can take my queen, no? Oh, my rook is controlling
Yes.
it. So the king goes to
Yes.
b7. And then I need to find a way to checkmate.
Now you see three pieces in one row, but two of your own. So when two pieces of your own are in one row and of your opponent, what do you do?
Then there has to be a protector killer relationship, I'm guessing.
True that as well, but if there are one of yours and two of opponents, it's a pin, right? But when two of your own and one of opponent, there is a disco. So you can move your piece which
Oh,
is in between away and unleash an attack on the king.
yeah, yeah. And I can control some of the squares.
Yes.
So, so the entire sixth row is controlled by the queen. I need to find a way to control um, uh, ऊपर के squares, but वो कैसे होंगे? I can only possibly control um, c7.
Yes.
Rest, I
But
don't
but you
see.
know what happens is why you can't do it easily is because this guy is somehow protecting some of the squares. So
Yeah.
what you do is you remove that guy. You give a disco in a way where
I only I was not able to remove in this game.
so remove him now.
Okay, I have to remove him. How do I remove him? Oh yeah, very easy it was. Oh no, this is such a lost. Like I just move it to c7.
But then the king will take it.
Oh shit, the king will take it.
So
Sorry.
so so the right idea but the wrong direction.
Oh sorry, I just move it to c5.
Absolutely. And then you pick
I
up this bishop.
Because now he has the king to take care of.
The king is under check.
Yeah.
Now, let's say the king goes here. What do you play?
Okay, the king goes there.
Now just checkmate him in one move. It's like the king is
Yeah,
cornered.
actually the rook protects the entire b line. Bishop does the entire c5 b6 a7. So I just move, if I move my queen to b7, then yeah, I think.
Guys, this deserves Kusha because you've checkmated your opponent and fantastic checkmate. No, this time you did it because
Yeah.
this is a checkmate in one move. Fantastic job. It's the king has been moved to the side and a checkmate. So now if the king goes here, what do you do?
There's a checkmate here also.
Not in one move, but now it's like a pursuing thing. You have to pursue.
I have to pursue.
Give a check. So see, the king is protecting this bishop now. So if you take it, the king will take back. Let's give a check and push the king backwards.
If I move the queen if I move the queen to b6, then the king can't take it because my but then yeah, then he has to move.
He has to go here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now what do you do? Now check. Take a piece and give a check. Take a piece and give a check.
I have to just take a piece.
Yeah.
If the queen takes the d6 piece, then it
So now you see how you're pursuing the king. Now the king is being pushed back very, very nicely. So the king has one square here, one square here. Okay.
yeah.
Only two squares. Let's say it goes here. Now think very carefully. How do you win? Whenever you have your pieces around the king and a piece from far away can come closer, it's very good.
From far away.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do the knight situation, no? I can
The,
bring
the,
my knight also
the
here.
knight can come to b6, but is that a checkmate? If the knight comes here, is this a checkmate?
Uh, Queen controls this. Here. No, then he has the b7 square where he
Fantastic.
can run to.
Fantastic. So let's look at
So,
some other check.
um, it's definitely a queen check for sure
Mhm.
because the rook already controls the entire B line, right?
The rook controls the b line, the queen controls the d line. So now
So, but the bishop can't give it a check. The queen only has to give it a check.
queen or rook.
Rook can also give it a check. How will rook give it a check? Because the rook has to move. Um, I think the queen has to give a check.
Okay. Look, the queen is covering this square and this square and this square and this square. It's like covering everything. The only thing that needs to be done is to give a check with a piece. The queen is like the watchman. It's doing a fantastic job. We need a killer.
But if we bring the rook to b6, it's not a check. I'm not able to
Not to
find it.
b6. Give a check with the rook.
Oh, okay. So if I give a check, I bring it to b8. I can't think ना the moment I start thinking कि king इसको ले लेगा मैं ये नहीं सोचती हूँ कि that उसके पास कहीं जाने को है नहीं.
वही तो वो किंग वो रुक को प्रोटेक्शन है ना क्वीन का. The queen
Queen का
protects
protection.
the rook. This is known as combining. And what you need to do is start combining your pieces. कि
I
एक
need to
piece है.
also improve my middle game. Middle game is when I start faltering.
Yes, yes. But also I think you are able to come close to the king but not finish him off.
Yeah, I'm not able to finish him off.
Yeah. But anyway, this was fantastic. This was very interesting. I think today's session was very intense. And you learned pin.
Yeah, I learned pin.
And keep that in mind. Pin is 3 pieces in one line. Okay. Just keep that and try to use it. I think you're doing fantastic. You are really, really working very hard. I have never seen someone so dedicated and so tired yet. so much engrossed. So thanks for coming.
Thank you for this, and thank you so much, Sagar. You're like my, not like, you're my teacher. So, yes, thank you so much.
But now, what will you do? You have watched all 7 episodes of Queen's Gambit.
I'm going to play one game of chess quickly and then I'll sleep.
Okay, fantastic. All the best and see you then. See you tomorrow. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye, chat. Bye, and thank you for like supporting me still.
Oh, everyone supporting, everyone, I think, is totally like supporting you in every possible way. There are hearts in this. They are like,
Sweet.
everyone wants you to see this stalemate video. I'm going to send you the link.
I'm
You
going to
can
see
you
it.
can check it out. And then if you don't understand something, we will look at it tomorrow together on the stream.
Yesterday I saw the one that's reached 35 million where with this playing against Carlson.
Yes,
Carlson?
yes.
Yeah.
Four moves wala. Shortest that game, Carlson has a stomach.
Flu or
Have
stomach
you
flu.
seen the reaction video of that? Vidit reacts to
No.
it. So there's a reaction video of Vidit, Samay, and Tanmay on that, and they are asking Vidit why, what happened, where did Carlson go away, and stuff like that. So you can check it out.
Hilarious. It's hilarious. Cool. Thank you so much,
Take
Sagar.
care.
Thank you for
Bye,
taking out
Kusha.
the time. Bye.
See you. Guys, that was Kusha, and what a intense session we have had. It was filled with so much of learning, so much of uh, intense stuff. And also, you see, chess is like a language, okay? For people who already speak it, it seems very natural. Like, hey, this is a mic, this is a mobile, this is, I don't know, filter. But for people who are not used to the language, they have to build up small blocks in their mind. And this is what is so beautiful. They are building up little alphabets, they are joining them, they are making into a word. It's not at all simple. And to all the people in the chat who think this is very easy, I think you have to understand that it takes a lot of courage, lot of amazing uh, bravery to be learning something new on stream in front of so many people. And that's why I have immense respect for Kusha, for Sapan, for all the people. And they all are, such great personalities in their own field, yet they want to learn something new, they want to apply themselves, they want to learn. And it's like 12 in the night right now, midnight, and yet they want to learn. This shows why they are the best at something that they do always. In Kusha's case, she is one of the biggest social media influencers. So this never give up spirit is what we should learn from them. Yeah. Okay. Before I leave, I want to show you guys the song that was written. I have been playing it since yesterday, the Samay Bewafa song, but it's a very serious thing right now, which is that this song has been originally released by Devin and Diren on their channel. So I want you to go to that channel. Mods, if you can put it. By the way, I had actually opened up this video, but I will now open this one here. So this is the video here. The channel is Devin X Diren. The link is in the description. If the mods can spam it, thank you so much. Look at this. Before I started it, it had 2895 views. Let me see how many it has now. Oh, 7,759. Very nice, very nice. I have already told Devin it'll go above 100k. He said no, 25k only it'll go. And I'll like, come on, this is impossible. This is such a great song. So I'm going to ask you all to please go here and check it out. Uh, like it, watch it, and try to support them. They are the ones who made this song. To create something is very difficult, and they created an entire song. So please support this thing. Go to their channel, and everyone's saying Samay tweet. So I'm going to go to Twitter and check out what is happening, because what? Some apparently many people committing suicide due to gambling online has led to the decision of Android to ban chess.com. Earlier, only people were committing suicides. Now, clearly, I used to think, is this true? I didn't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I have to check it out, guys. Thanks for. It's fake, yeah? I don't know. Let's see. Maybe someone has something on mind, but maybe not. I don't know what's happening. I'll leave you with this song tonight. Devin and Dhiren and Sarthak, who have worked tremendously hard on this song. And we will leave it at that and see you all, guys. I think we should all have once more Kusha OP in the chat, because it's because of her that many more people in the chat are able to learn chess, learn the basics, and it's really very nice that this has happened. So let's go. See you guys.
थ्री जीतने की डेडिकेशन सीओबी थ्री जीतने की डेडिकेशन तू क्या जाने रे बेवफा समय बेवफा समय बेवफा समय अरे बेवफा समय बेवफा
Guys, please go to this link, watch it, like it, comment on it.
समस्या है भैया रोलाने की तुझे तपस्या है भैया सूर्य को लेके तो सुबह ही डूबेगा सागर में तुझे ना मिलेगी नैया हाँ करूंगा छैया तेरी मैं हार पे करूंगा छैया सागर का भाव सुनो तूने कहा था कचरा के लाके हद करी ना समय अंडर मास्टर है तू अरे बेवफा समय इनके गैम्बिट है तू बेवफा समय चेकमेट होगा रे तू बेवफा समय गूगल मीट हो या ज़ूम बेवफा समय समय टेंशन नहीं लेगा तू ही हारेगा या निजाम दे